Convention is a standalone junior school, so transition is a major issue for us, not merely for Year 6, but also between Year 2 and 3.
Because you're getting so grown up and you're going to be going to the juniors, aren't you, Mia?
The Learning Platform has provided us with ways for children to start communicating before they transfer.
The new pupil blog was set up to give children who were coming from the infant another way of communicating with us and finding out more information about the juniors. The children were encouraged to address their comments to the person who's going to be their teacher.
We were logging into the juniors website because I'm a bit worried about the teachers are very, very strict. So I asked them, would I like it there? And if we done painting and fun number work, and we looked around at some of the Year 3 work.
It helped to set some of the children's minds about some of the things they were feeling anxious about. So the whole issue of moving to a new school becomes a much more positive experience.
I felt nervous when I was going to move into the juniors, and I used the blog to ask questions about the lessons. Mr. Bilston answered my questions and it made me feel much better. I felt like I'm going to be okay. It's not going to be a problem anymore.
We feed to many, many different secondary schools. Primary schools, who also feed to these schools, share a similar learning platform. So there was a medium to get discussion going between children in different schools before they transferred, to establish friendships between children who may be moving with only one or two friends to a new school.
You can type in messages to them to say some things about you, and then they might be your friend when you move to the school. It will make me feel less nervous because you'll already have some friends there.
To take part in this as well. So as well as putting about your feelings in this blog and what you're thinking about and what you're worried about and what you're excited about, I've also said there, ask the Year 7s any questions, because the Year 7s can see this blog too.
In our area, the children go off to 5 or 6 different secondary schools, and the secondary schools are huge, and they don't have the closeness that we do here at Lingfield. Our Year 6s at the moment are thinking about their secondary school. It became obvious that we should use the expertise from our Year 7s to inform our Year 6s. The Learning Platform is helping them to understand exactly what goes on in secondary school.
We're asking them things like, do you get lost around the school? And are the lessons hard and are the teachers get on your nerves? You'll get a better feeling of what you're going to be doing in secondary school if you've already been given information by them.
The blogs give some children a voice. They're not chatting to their teacher or their parents. They are chatting to their peers, and that's something that our Year 6s value.
Emily said, is it scary on your first day going to secondary? Well, it was a bit scary because it was a big change.
Yeah.
Do you want to write that?
I think the Year 7s are going to be more honest on the blog. Because, say they think it's not very good, or, say they're a bit scared still, or, it's hard, then the teachers aren't exactly going to tell you what's, wrong with it, really. They're trying to, make you feel better.
As a result of the blogs, I think our children will feel more confident about going to secondary school. They will have buddies when they get there, and I think that's very powerful that the Learning Platform can bring those children together to do that.
Well, welcome to Myton's podcast. Just to introduce myself, I'm Jeff Walker, head teacher at Myton School. Now, at your primary school, maybe you didn't have as many teachers or adults that you had to get to know. At Myton, there's lots of people here to help you specifically as new students.
By developing the transition site on the Learning Platform, we're trying to give them a flavour of the school before they get here, so it doesn't seem quite so frightening. They can continue to look at this site up until the day that they arrive and the first few weeks that they're in here, because it's still quite a nerve-wracking time for them.
I was a bit worried when I was in year 6 because not all my friends were going to come to Myton. At my school we talked about the transition site and I really liked it because there was maybe some problems that I was thinking of, but then there was the answers there, so then you felt like there was nothing going to go wrong.
The process of moving from year 6 to year 7 can be quite a daunting experience, and the site allows them to have lots of their questions answered. It's very, very child friendly. The children can explore the site both at home and at school.
What you will do in the first few days is meet lots of new people from different backgrounds and from different primary schools.
Year 7 is raised different.
Something I'm worried about is that there might be some older kids that might just bully you because you're new. There was an area where it tells you how to make friends and how to avoid bullies, which really helped me. It's like the actual headmaster speaking to you. It's kind of reassuring because he's the one who knows about everything.
And these are friends you'll probably have for 5, 6, 7 years, and who knows, maybe it's for the rest of your life.
You can look at this site at home. You don't have to look at it at
We'd
school.
like to take this site further, perhaps blogs between the year 6s and the year 7s, or maybe they could put work onto the sites for the teachers to read prior to getting here and get feedback, so they can already have a communication with their new teachers. What we hope is that by developing the transition site, students are going to feel far more relaxed and familiar with the school when they come in here, and they will get a lot more out of their school if they're happy here.
So there's lots of exciting things to look forward to with working on this portal.